welcome back to my channel. Today's Halloween tutorial look is going to be on this right here. I am the mama cat.
I'm the kitty Kit Kat.
And this look was so easy. Millie and I wanted to collab together to figure out like a mother-daughter type Halloween look that if you don't have a costume for this year, you don't have to worry about it. This look and this look can be created at home with eyeliner, lipstick, eyeshadow, and then with Millie's snout. With Millie's snout, we used this white grease makeup, but you can just use white eyeshadow at home. I should have did it with a white eyeshadow at home, but I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and we will see you in the next video. So the first thing we want to do is make sure we wash, dry, and moisturize our beautiful little face. Okay, so for this look, I'm going to go between all three of these liquid liners. I have a liner from NYC, ELF, and LA Girl. I'm going to leave all the information you need to know down below. Be sure to check it out. Here, Millie is showing you how beautifully black this NYX Slide On Glide On pencil is. And I'm going to use this in jet black, and all I am kind of doing is figuring out how I want the eye look to look. So I'm kind of like using a pencil, and this just kind of gives you I guess time to mess up or figure out what you're gonna do, but I think the first eye came out pretty good, and I'm just moving on to the second eye. I am not a makeup artist, and I don't really do makeup on other people, so this one was kind of tricky, and you'll see when I get to the nose, it's a little tricky for me. So we liked how the eye pencil came out, so we're gonna go in with the liquid liner. So here I'm just basically tracing over the pencil that I first drew on. To get a pointy end, you want to lay your liquid liner pencil kind of flat, like closer to the skin. And then of course, if you mess up, just clean it up with some good old Q-tips. We're getting all serious right here. Millie had a lot to say about this look, so when she's like, fix this or do this, I had to fix it and do this. Okay, so here I wanted to add a little expression to her face, because cats, I mean, they don't have so many expressions, but they have, you know, this cute little, I don't know what expression to call this, but see, here goes, Millie was like, okay, this needs to be even. So I tried my hardest to get it as even as possible. So it was kind of hard because I was doing her face off to the side because the camera was directly in front of her. So now we're going to take this white grease makeup water washable white paint and my Real Techniques pointed foundation brush and lightly apply this white paint to her face. Now this is non-toxic, and it just washes off of your face, so it's really easy to clean up. All I'm doing is I'm just going to build up to the intensity that I want, because this can get really white, but I wanted to make it very, very light. So as you can see, I started off like limiting it right here underneath her nose, but then I end up eventually blending it out towards her, I'm like, what do you call that? The crease of her smile. I'm like, I can't think of that word, but here I am with the Beauty Blender. Again, I'm going to leave all the information and products that it was lunchtime when we were filming this, so I'm going to leave all the products that I used for this look down below. And when I wasn't looking, she was like wiping her mouth and all kinds of stuff. So that's how easy, non-toxic, washable this paint is. So if you don't want to go and grab this paint, you can always use white eyeshadow at home. Just use some kind of a base underneath. Usually I use the NYX or Milani jumbo pencil in white, and then you can just use any white eyeshadow on top. So I know this looks like a hot mess right now, but I promise you by the end of this video we are going to pull it all in together. So taking the Lorac Pro palette, I'm going to go in with this white eyeshadow. and my beauty blender, and all I'm basically doing is just sealing all the goodness right there underneath her nose. And while I'm doing that, I'm also kind of softening out the edges so nothing looks too harsh. Everything kind of looks seamless and blended into her face. So if you get any of the product underneath her bottom lip, you don't have to worry. Just wipe it off. Now we're moving on to her nose. This was the tricky part, again, because I was doing it from an angle instead of right in front of her. So it was a little difficult, but all I basically did was put a little circle right there in the front and then 2 little circles off to the side of her nostril. And then you just want to make sure you paint the entire bottom, like so. So here I am just switching up gears. I'm going in with my e.l.f. liquid liner. This one is getting ready to expire, so I wanted to use this one last time, and then I'm gonna have to repurchase a new liner. So all I'm doing is touching up the bottom, finishing it up. Make sure you look in the mirror and cover all of your skin under your nose. Going back in with the NYX Glide On Slide On Jet Black Pencil, and I'm just bringing it down into a triangle like so. And like I said, I'm just going in between the liner, the liquid liner, the liner pencil. I just feel if you go in straight with the liquid liner and you mess up, it's going to be a lot harder to clean up. So with the pencil, I don't know, I just felt it was just a lot easier. Now I'm just extending the triangle down. Okay, and then with the liquid liner, I'm going to draw a straight line connecting the triangle to the top of her lip. And then I'm going to start drawing out the whiskers. With this, the pencil was not showing up on the white, so I had to go in with the liquid liner, and all I did was put a little dot and then gradually made it bigger because I didn't want to mess up and then have to wipe off the whole snout and start over again. So as you can see for the whiskers, just kind of eyed it. I'm using my left hand here. And I was a little nervous. So I used the NYC liquid liner, which was a little lighter, and then now I'm going in with the e.l.f., which is darker, to just kind of intensify the whiskers. I was going to leave it like this, just the 3 whiskers, but then I wanted to add a little more dimension and wispiness to it. Now here we are going in with the NYX. What color is this? She picked out the lip combo. It is the fuchsia in NYX, and in Milani, it is the Lip Intense liquid color in Fury Coral. A really nice combination. I love wearing this in the summertime. But hey, it's Halloween. You can wear anything you want. So I'm just gonna line her lips and then color it in. Of course, I promised Millie that she'll have a part somewhere in this video, and her part is coming up really soon, which was to put on lip gloss. She's like a professional lip glosser. So Millie wanted lashes, but I was not down for all of that craziness. So we are just going to go in with the Maybelline Great Lash. And of course, she was like, "Mommy, I know how." So I just let her put on her own mascara. Here I am with the NYX Slide On Glide On. Just adding a little more depth to her eyes. I'm right underneath the waterline. So not on the waterline in the eye, just right underneath that waterline. And because she said she didn't have enough oomph to her face. I took some of the Hot Fudge Shadow from my Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette. She loves this palette because it smells like chocolate, and she loved her look. Okay, so moving on to my look, I have my foundation and eyebrows on already. I'm just taking the eyeshadow base by NYX in Skin Tone and my Sephora Cream Shadow Brush and applying it to my entire lid, pushing it all the way up to my eyebrows. Then I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Palette and Spice. I love this contour blush kit. And I'm just going to go in with this bronzer. And I'm going to put it in my crease and push it all the way up and bring some down. Now I'm just using a fluffy brush that I got from Sephora, which I cannot find and cannot tell you what it is. Oh, here it goes. The Tapered Crease. I love this brush. But then again, I'm one of those people, when I find a brush that works, I kind of just stick to them. I do have a couple of brushes coming in that I want to try out, but I'm one of those, like, you know, I find a brush that works, I just kind of stick to it. The secret to all of this makeup stuff is to blend. I am constantly going to be blending everything I can. So just go back and forth, back and forth. Now here I am going in with my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush because I just love how this kind of airbrushes everything out. So you can see how it's a lot more blended. Now from my Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette, I'm going to mix Hot Fudge and Cocoa Chili together to get my crease color. Now this is the main crease color because I'm going to bring it all the way into my inner eye corner. What did I just say? And then I'm going to bring it down my nose. So I'm taking some of it from inside there and bringing it down my nose. I'm even going to grab some from this bronzer kit by LA Girl. And I'm going to bring it down my nose. Now my nose is going to be the struggle because I'm going to keep adding, blending. You just build up to the intensity that you want your nose to look. This is like major contouring, guys. I know it looks crazy, but don't worry. I'm going to kind of smoothen everything out towards the end. We're going to pull this look in. Here I am again with the e.l.f. Concealer Brush, again, because I love how it just blends. Wow, that looks like a hot mess. But anyways, I'm just blending. Then I'm going in with my ring finger and just highlighting my nose with Coconut Cream from the Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette. Now I'm taking Licorice from the Chocolate Bar palette, and I'm going to put it right at the outer corner of my eye. And I'm going to make a little V. And you see I'm pulling it out. So I'm going to pull it out to give me that cat eye look. Now in this tutorial, I do not use any winged liner. It is just this color Licorice from the Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette. The brush that I'm using is from, I don't remember because it has no name on it, but I love this little brush to get like the outer corners and then the lower lash line when I'm adding powder there. But that's all I'm doing. I'm just kind of pulling it out. Then again, I'm going to buff and blend everything with this e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. I need another one of these brushes because I love this brush. This is like my savior of blending. Now I'm just going in with the e.l.f. Foundation Brush. This brush I think was only $1. And I'm just kind of cleaning up that cat eye that I have going on right there. Now using that Sephora Cream Shadow Brush, I am applying from the Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Caramel. just going to apply it to the inner corner of my eye and the middle. I'm not taking it out to the outer corner because I have licorice there. Here I go, playing again with that nose contour. I can't get enough of that. And now I'm taking the bronzer from the Spice LA Girl palette, and I'm just going to run it down my lower lash line, and that is using the Nameless brush. I know I got this in a set, and I don't know if it came from RC Cosmetics. I'm honestly not sure, and I just don't want to, or maybe it's a BH Cosmetics, I don't know. Right here, I am going to darken up my lower lash line with using my Sephora Must Have Smudge brush. And I am just taking that color Hot Fudge from the Chocolate Bar palette. Okay, now what I'm doing here is I'm kind of lining up the lower lash line to my eyeshadow at the top, the cat eye that I created. So I'm just connecting them together. I love this brush from Sephora. And then I'm just cleaning it up. Now I just want to blend both of the colors together. Now I'm using from the Chocolate Bar palette to highlight Butter Pecan. And I am just doing the highest point of my eyebrow out. I'm not bringing it inside into the beginning of my eyebrow. I'm just kind of keeping it at the end. And here I am buffing everything, all this goodness out with my Pro Tapered Crease brush from Sephora. After that, I just take this little e.l.f. brush that I've had forever, this eye crease brush, and just hitting the inner corner of my eyes with Butter Pecan. Same thing that I highlighted my brows with, my brow bone with. Now I'm taking my LA Girl liner. It's called Fine Line Long Lasting Fine Tip Liquid Liner. And I'm not making like any thick eyeliner or anything. I'm just lining my eyes, getting them ready for my lashes. And then all I'm doing here is I'm just going to pull my inner corner, follow my natural inner corner-ness, and just pull it down to create like a more of an eye look. I swear to you guys, I don't know what words I'm using. I'm just kind of describing what I can describe. And then here I am, I'm going in with my e.l.f. liquid eyeliner and just deepening and darkening it up. So I'm pulling it down, and you're kind of making like a little triangle. It's like a triangle with a long tail at the top. I hope that makes some kind of sense, but that's all I did right there. So it gives it more of a cat eye look. And now I'm just adding more. I felt like I needed more depth at the bottom, so just adding some stuff on there. Now with the same mascara that Millie used, going in with the Maybelline Great Lash. Got this from CVS. Again, all the information will be at the bottom. Now here's the fun part. I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques foundation brush, and I'm going to put the bronzer from the LA Girl Spice right where I just put it. Using my Real Techniques blush brush, I'm going to kind of airbrush everything out. And what I'm doing is I'm pulling it more towards the inside of my face and up to my nose, if that makes any sense. I love this contouring. I loved playing with this. Now I got a little crazy, so all I did was go back in with my Clinique foundation and my beauty blender, and then just kind of fixed everything up. Just blended it down, making it a lot more sharper. If you want to bake, you can bake. Going back in with that blush brush because I wanted to make sure everything was just blended nicely together. Now I use this NYX powder blush in Dusty Rose, one of my favorite blushes of all time. And I'm just applying it. I like applying it with my fingers for some reason, and then going in with my blush brush. Now to highlight, I am just using the highlighter in the LA Girl Spice palette. The brush that I'm using is my very, very favorite from e.l.f. It's the blush brush from e.l.f. And I just love to highlight with this brush. It's just amazing. Now for my nose, I'm going in again with the Jet Black Slide On Glide On NYX. And again, I'm doing the same thing I did with Millie. Oh, there goes Drakey's little head. My little baby, he wasn't feeling good. Just woke up from a nap. But anyways, so all I'm gonna do is outline my nose. Then I'm gonna connect the little upside down triangle. And I'm going in with my e.l.f. liquid liner to just color in the nostril area and bring it down. Make sure you get your entire, cover all the skin at the bottom of your nose or you'll look like this. Ridiculous. Okay, and after I'm done playing around with my nose, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my whiskers. And again with the liquid liner, just start off small and then gradually make the polka dots. I said polka dots. Make the little whiskers bigger, but just start small. Okay, now with the whiskers, again, I didn't know what I was gonna do with this look. I just kind of did it. I just drew lines. I started off with 3 lines and then slowly I added more. And then I tried to make it very wispy-ish looking. So I doubled up on the whiskers and, you know, just make it look as fierce as you want to look. I was talking to Millie, she was keeping me company. And now for lips, I am going in with lip liner, the NYX lip liner pencil in the color Hot Red. I'm just gonna line my lips, fill them in, and then I'm going to go in with my Rimmel London Pro Vocalips, Play with Fire. Okay guys, to tie in the look, I'm gonna apply my falsies. And I'm gonna leave all the information down below because honestly, I don't remember who the maker and what style these lashes are, but I love them because they're so full. But that's the end of the tutorial, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It was very easy and fun to just kind of play and figure out this look. Thumbs up this video if you would like to see more makeup tutorials. I hope you guys have a safe and wonderful Halloween. Thank you so much for all the support that I get here on this channel. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. It is absolutely free. I'm going to leave all my social media info and all that good stuff down below. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!